Welcome, George. We are still on the beginning of our series and still talking about some personal things happening in your life. We talked about focal dystony last week, and now you told us when you got it and when it was clear that your career as a musician would end, you got a depression.
Yes, of course.
Can you talk about that time in your life?
Sure. After when I did everything to fix my finger, it seemed it went worse and worse. I couldn't even play opiando, if you know the technical word. I couldn't do that. It went worse and worse and worse, and I was frustrated, and I didn't touch guitar for 3-4 months. And there is a rules in guitar. They say if you leave guitar one day, guitar will leave you 1 month. Like technical, huh? Then I start to be more negative. Why that's happened to me? That sentence always you hear it when people face a difficulty.
Why me?
Why me? Why is that happened to me? Why? Why now? Why me? Why now? When you ask that kind of question, why, there's million of answer for why. And I was depressed. I was really depressed, but thank God I didn't have any medication of that. I was more depressed, like my energy level was very low. I was feeling pity for myself, feeling sorry for myself, angry.
That happens in that situation, that you think nobody has this.
Yeah.
I'm the most cursed person on this planet. Nobody is feeling that sad. Nobody has these big problems.
Yes, in a way I felt like that, exactly. And I was just you lose everything. It is difficult. You lose everything. That you lose your connection. You lose your all those hours of playing. All
your
those
passion.
Of course, you can say it was all memory, and you can live it one more time. Of course, but there is loss. There is a loss. There is separation. And I decided to stop playing guitar because it doesn't go anywhere. And I had to also earn money, huh? I was like 28, 29. I had to also earn money.
So it was like you invested all that time and you thought, oh my God, I invested all these years for nothing. Yes. I do not have a perspective.
Of course.
I do not have a future. I cannot earn money anymore. I'm alone. Nobody helps me. Nobody has this terrible situation. Of course, you're not alone because there are people who have kind of the same. So what did you do?
It was very difficult because I had that kind of lifestyle. That lifestyle, when you change the lifestyles, you know how difficult it is. I never knew another lifestyle before. My lifestyle was a guitarist. If I perform, or people come to me, they pick me up and then go to their place, teach them guitar. I remember the most experience like a teacher, the most beautiful experience like a teacher was in Jordan. It was so beautiful experience. I had so many clients. Like I had a client, he was telling me, George, I will pick you up at 8 o'clock. Huh? I want to have a less. I will take you at my place. My mother, she will cook for us and breakfast. We will have a breakfast and we will have the less. And he paid me immediately cash. Another one, it was an afternoon, another was an evening, and after that he was inviting me to his sister's wedding. My life was full. My life was full of action and beautiful things and money. I had money. I had really money, Claudia. My pocket was always money. What is that? I had so much cash. Huh? Okay, and everything is gone, stopped. Everything is collapsed. If you can tell me why you didn't continue teaching guitar like doing that like a teacher. I did that, but there was no spirit. And I will tell you why I stopped completely. And after, when I decide there is no way to go back, my condition is worse and worse, I get depressed. I start to read books. I start to read psychology to find my compass, to find my center a little bit. Didn't work. I start to do everything. I remember until now, was a commercial, and I saw the famous guy Tony Robbins. He was talking in a commercial. It's a very small piece. One of them I remember until now was an Italian woman. She said to him, "Thank you so much that you changed my life." And Tony Robbins tells her, "No, sorry, you did that. I only show you." I said, "Oh my God."
He gave her the tools.
Yeah, oh my God, maybe Tony Robbins. Who is that guy? That giant guy. Who is this? I never knew him before. And I start to Google him, I did on YouTube, and I start to follow a little bit his teaching, but it didn't help. But one thing, I listened many hours to him. It didn't help me really. It maybe depend on me, somebody else maybe get the result. But one thing, he touched me. He said, when you change your physiology, you change your biochemistry. And when you change your biochemistry, you change your chemical element in your brain. I said, huh? What is that? I don't know that before. That was for me aha moment. And I just left it, I left it, I forget about that, and I just went with my life, and with my depression, and with my study, with my routine life. And one day it was raining, cold, and was gray. The situation is intensified more. Just imagine you depressed, outside is gray and raining and cold, and you don't have money, and you don't have any perspective. There was the deep, the deepest point, the deepest point. And I put a radio. I was making my breakfast, eating my breakfast like 3 o'clock afternoon, and I slept all the day. What does mean? Sleeping in is depression. If we sleep in, is a sign of depression, because you don't want to see the reality, you don't want to face the reality. I woke up at until like 3 o'clock afternoon. I made a breakfast and I put a radio, and it wasn't music, totally different what I always listen to. It was music from Pat Metheny. What is this? Just like a glimpse of happiness inside, like something like you can say like vitamins, small tablet vitamins inside my brain. I like to explain it. There is no word for it, but I have to put it in something that maybe people understand what I mean. Like some glimpse of hopes. That's the word I want to say, hopes. I said, wow, what a beautiful music. Who is that guy? And in the end of the song, there was a Belgian channel. She said the name, And I started to Google him. I said, what is this? Okay, I started to listen to Pat Metheny. I listened every day. It was like a therapy. I always promised myself I will meet him one day. And he was many times in Switzerland, in Holland, in North Sea Festival, and in Austria, and in England. I will meet him that much. Just have to tell him thank you very much. Just imagine somebody you don't know him.
Yes.
only through the music, he can touch you that hard. Wow, it's like a rabbi. It's like a something yogi, huh?
Yes.
He can change lives from over the seas just through the music. And one day I was listening to him, and I listening to him and listening to him and listening to him. I said, I'm tired to sit like that. I was training 8 hours a day. I am now so inactive, passive. What should I do? And I have energy. How can I lose this energy? How can I lose this energy?
What can you do with all the
Yeah,
energy?
with that energy, I want to
Transform
lose
it. Yeah.
lose it, transform it, kill me that energy. And I put my shoes, just normal shoes. I went outside to walk, and I walk and walk and walk and listen to Pat Metheny, and walk and walk and walk. I said, no, you know what? I got tired from walk, and when I came home, I was tired. Of course, you take that as serotonin of those hormones of happiness. You are tired. Your adrenaline, so you feel good. And I said to myself, you know what? I want to run. I never ran before. Never run before. I put my Nike shoes. I start to run, and I get injured because my joint was not that strong. I had a lot of conditions maybe. Condition was not also strong, but ambition was strong. I get injured. And injury after injury and recover, injury after injury. I start to run because I love the running. A run is like a therapy because there's a hormone going on.
So again, extreme.
Yeah, extreme. And my joints, they have to catch up. Yes. Because they are not strong yet. And after that, I start to run. I ran, I remember, for 2.5 hours. I speak advance, huh? Without stop, 2.5 hours. Really run, not jogging, running. Since then, I am running every day. As the most beautiful things you do for your body. Also, I developed many kind of breathing technique when you run, and how you run. And I come across of Jeff Gallagher as an with all respect, old man in the United States. He found a method of run, walk, run, which is prevent so much benefit for you and protect you from injuries. Maybe we talk next time about my running experience.
Yes.
But I start to run, and that helped me so much, to forget the guitar, to not to forget the guitar like was a bad part of my life, or I was disappointed. No, to have a peace with it. To have a peace with it. That's I want to say. To put it in a better way, to have a peace with it.
So that was what helped you the
transition.
Running,
the transition, yeah.
And the running, the music and Pat Metheny.
The transition was good for me.
Yes.
That transition.
You have to be careful. Thank you. We do it next time. We come to next.
Thank you.